All right, what's up, y'all? I got a crazy story for you guys to hear about today. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get this first set in. Oh, yeah, we're gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? We got some scary games to play today, you know, and this is how we get the courage. You know what I'm saying? Just work out until hopefully the fear goes away from the games. What's up, Coolix? What it is, the log? What's up, Larry? What's up, y'all? Hey, it's good seeing y'all, man. But yeah, man, we already up in this mug, man. We got our first set, you know what I'm saying? So, for every minute static hold, push-up hold we hold, it is 25 push-ups. So, we just hold 20 minutes of this, and technically we've done so many push-ups that we can eat an entire pizza and about 50 Buffalo Wild Wings all to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Naruto? What's up, Goku? What's up, Devion? Gets jumped, sorry. Yeah, if you don't work out the log, it's easier for you to get jumped. That's a very, very astute opinion. All right, so here's this crazy story. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to play it. It's a story I heard on the internet here. This is wild.
Has a problem. His wife, so this guy has a problem. His wife is cheating on him with a much younger man, and he's about to go handle it with pew-pew. Now the guy, his name's Matthew, and Matthew's around 37, he's living in Michigan, and so Matthew's wife is smashing with another dude.
Oh, you talking about my gun, Nezzer? Yeah. Just in case somebody breaks into the crib,
One day,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to up it on them. You know what I mean? Like, it's super important. You gotta defend yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, if we super chat $5, and I'll show you how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll show you how to get it popping.
And eventually they start secretly smashing on the side regularly. And 3 years go by, and it's now 2015, and Kimberly and Danny are still secretly smashing. But one day, Matthew finds out about her cheating. I'm not exactly sure how he finds out, but he does, and he's pissed off, and he's hurt, and rightfully so.
Listen to this story. This story is crazy. How's it going, bro? It goes well, FNAF Slayer. I'm gonna be jumping on later on to play some more FNAF or scary games.
With that guy, and she's like, okay, fine. And she ends it with Danny. Except she doesn't really end it with Danny. Instead, they low-key keep their affair going, and they keep smashing.
Hey, what's up, Fiat?
While at the same time, both of them are just living their lives like normal. Kimberly is still married to Matthew, and Danny, he even gets engaged to another woman.
That's what's up, Tristan.
And to make it worse, Kimberly is even secretly
all right, so we're 25 push-ups in. We're about to hit 50.
With money earned from her and Matthew's family business, which is just
all right, you guys, we're 50 push-ups in.
But whatever. I guess Matthew has no clue this cheating is still going on, and so Kimberly and Danny, they keep doing it. And it seems like they may never get caught. Until 7 years go by, and it's now 2022. And Matthew, he's now 36 years old.
Yeah, we was playing FNAF yesterday, man. FNAF in real time. That game was scary as hell.
He tells him that Kimberly is apparently still cheating on him with that same guy, Danny. And at this point, their side affair has been going on for 9.5 years total. And of course, Matthew is angry and he's devastated. And so he goes to her and he finally gives her an ultimatum. Break it off with
yo, that's what's up, Goku, that you're playing FNAF Custom Night.
And Kimberly, she's like, no! And she promises this time she'll break it off for good. And about a month later, one night, Matthew and Kimberly are talking. And they've apparently been drinking all day and doing a little Coca-Cola. And so they're pretty wasted. And so he asks her, hey, how did Danny take the news when you broke up with him? And Kimberly tells him that she never actually broke it off with Danny. And again, Matthew was like, what the fuck? His wife just keeps playing him. And so Kimberly is like, okay, fine, I'll break up with him. Let's just go over to his house right now, and I'll break up with him right in front of you. And Matthew's like, all right, let's go. But before he leaves, he grabs a pew-pew. Meanwhile, Danny, he's at home in his garage, and he apparently has no idea that these two are about to show up to his house. 15 minutes later, Matthew and Kimberly pull up, and they get out, and Danny's garage is open, so they just walk right in, and this causes a whole scene.
This story is crazy.
Get out of here, bro. No, you know,
Now, at some point, Matthew pulls out his firearm, and in response, Danny pulls out his, and blam, he fires a warning shot into the air way over Matthew's head. And so then Matthew shoots back at Danny, blam, and a bullet flies and hits him in the foot. And I guess Danny fires back
congrats,
again,
FNAF Slayer. That's what's
then
up.
Danny's like, oh, and he takes off running out of the garage, limping around to the other side of his house, while Matthew follows him with his firearm still drawn, and he's chasing him.
Yo, Ria's Grimmery. W's in the chat to Ria's Grimmery. Thank you for the super chat, yo. Yo. All right, y'all, so look. So for every $5 that's super chatted, I'm going to do a pull-up. And I don't like pull-ups. I don't like pull-ups. So, yo, so this is for our first pull-up, man. W's in the chat to Ria's, yo.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Matthew runs back over to where Kimberly is, and you can see them both freaking out. So I guess Matthew realizes that there are more people on the property.
So yo, W's in the chat to Ria's Grimmery, yo. Appreciate you for help keeping us up in shape, man. Help keeping us up in shape. W's to the donators, man. Appreciate you, Brody.
As they're backing up, Matthew looks out the window and he sees Danny again. And so he
yo, there was a nasty hurricane last night, Scrap Baby. I'm glad you're okay.
And bullets are just flying by Danny. And he has that new pew-pew that he got from his car. And so he aims it back at Matthew, and blam, he fires a shot. And that bullet flies. So he accepts her as
So yo, listen to this part of the story. This is crazy. W's in the chat to Ria's Grimmery.
Now at some point, Matthew pulls out his firearm.
Yo, somebody, Goku just said if somebody donates $20, then Goku will be doing 20 push-ups. Listen to this.
Then Matthew shoots back at Danny. Blam! And a bullet flies and hits him in the foot. And I guess Danny fires back again and he misses. Then Danny's like, oh sh! And he takes off running out of the garage, limping around to the other side of his house, while Matthew follows him with his firearm still drawn, and he's chasing him. And blam, Matthew fires at Danny.
All right, you guys, we're
again.
75 push-ups in.
Hit in the knee, but he keeps running to a different side of the house, and he yells something that I don't quite understand.
Oh.
But he is able to get into his car where he gets a different pew-pew. I guess these people just keep their firearms like everywhere. Meanwhile, Matthew runs back over to where Kimberly is, and you can see them both freaking out. And so I guess Matthew realizes that there are more people on the property than just Danny, and that they better leave because all these people might be armed. And
This
so
story
they
is
both
wild.
jump into their SUV, and Kimberly puts it in reverse as they try and get the hell out of there. And as they're backing up, Matthew looks out the window and he sees Danny again. And so he rolls that window down and he starts blasting. Blam, blam. And bullets are just flying by Danny. And he has that new pew-pew that he got from his car. And so he aims it back at Matthew, and blam, he fires a shot. And that bullet flies through the air, through the windshield of the SUV, and it hits Kimberly in her neck. And she is instantly unalive.
Hey, what's up, Eli?
Several people call 911.
Yo, what's up,
A
Timeless?
bunch of officers, fully armed, show up, ready to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Sheriff Bond! Sheriff Bond! Come here!
And eventually, paramedics show up too, and they take Danny out.
Yo, thanks for the compliment, Bellis.
Meanwhile, Matthew, he wasn't shot at all. And so, bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot.
Yo.
So they take Matthew in and they question him.
Yo.
He tells police everything. Like he tells them about the affair.
Oh. Yo. All right, so hey, it's me again. Would you mind if I posted my GoFundMe link? Or you could share it? Help from the hit and run accident. That yeah, you could post your GoFundMe link. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna make the whole stream about that, you know what I'm saying? So what happened? What happened, yo? What happened to your arm, Ria's Grimmery? I remember you on the channel. What happened? How did you get in a hit and run that hit your that hurt your arm? You know what I mean? What happened?
I came over to Hood and I just started shooting, and he scurried towards the front of the house. I didn't go after him. I said, kid, get in the car, let's go.
Now he says, I didn't go after him.
I didn't go after him. I said, kid, get in the car, let's go.
But Danny's security footage clearly shows Matthew going after him and chasing him as he was trying to retreat. But anyway, eventually, all of this goes to court. And even though Danny was the one who fired the shot that unalived Kimberly, ultimately Matthew is found guilty of manslaughter. Because they found that he's the one who brought Kimberly into this.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Khalil.
While he was
You know what I'm saying?
and ready for a confrontation.
Yeah, that sucks, Khalil Patrick. I can only imagine why you and your baby mama aren't together anymore, man.
And so Danny gets no prison time. In fact, no punishment at all. While Matthew, he gets 7 to 15 years for voluntary manslaughter and 12 to 40 years for assault with intent to murder. That is insane.
What?
Hey,
Hold
reminding
up.
you that my entire catalog of is Buckman, and because he entered into Danny's garage, which I guess they count that as a home invasion. And so Danny gets no prison time, in fact, no punishment at all. While Matthew, he gets 7 to 15 years for voluntary manslaughter and 12 to 40 years for assault with intent to murder.
Damn. Yo, homie got all the prison time. Bruh.
Wait a minute, man. See, you already know what time it is up in this bitch.
All right, so guys, you guys type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to listen to some BHD story time while we do these 500 push-ups, and then tell you guys details on what happened in the BHD story times. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to play music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you want promotion, that's something completely different. You know what I mean? No, that's wild. Yo. They never got the person that did it? Damn. That's doo-doo. That sucks, yo. That really sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends, she just got hit. She just got hit in the hit and run, but the lady stopped and they talked about it and everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, so, like I said, type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to put on BHD Story Times, and then you guys can ask me questions about what happened to BHD Story Times, and I'll tell y'all stuff that y'all don't, that I left out of the story. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to put on music while we do our push-ups. Hey. Am I gonna make another content house? I'll think about it. You know what I'm saying? But like last time I got a content house, I was the only person that did content. No one else did. They pretty much just like wanted to stay in a free house, you know, in a big house, and just like they didn't want to do any content. So, you know, you know what I mean? We could, if we raise super chat towards getting a content house or something like that, we could do it that way. But even then, we would have to raise a year in advance. You know what I'm saying? Because for content houses, they want a year rent up front. You know what I'm saying? That ask anybody, they'll tell you that much. It's probably actually 2 years up front in all actuality. It's actually probably 2 years up front. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like, yo, last time I did a content house, there's a whole bunch of people, you know what I mean? Gave them free rooms, paid all the bills myself, and I told them, yo, all y'all got to do is just do videos, do content, you know what I'm saying? And, like, don't just be positive and do content. And, you know, y'all already know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, I'm so glad for the opportunity. Yes, oh, my goodness, yes. And a day and a half after moving in, they're like, oh, man, I don't know, bro. I'm kind of tired, You know what I mean? Give me about shoot, hit me next month, and then I'll be ready to do some videos. I got, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then 5 months. Oh my God. You have to see it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you. This is a really good shirt. All right, so we're gonna pull up some BHD story time. This is the one where I got robbed in the GameStop.
Yes, what was these niggas?
All right, y'all, we 100 push-ups up. You know what I mean?
I was robbed by gunpoint in a motherfucking GameStop. Okay, so I'm about 17 years old, and as we go through my really jacked up stories, I was living in the bad areas of North Las Vegas. And there's only a few things you can do when you live in an area this bad. Either A, commit crimes, B, have sex with ugly hoodrat bitches, or 3...
Hey, what's up, Ernest Francis? What's up, CL?
Or you can play video games. Of course, I chose the latter because I am a nerd. Now, I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. So what I used to frequently do was I used to go across the street and play video games at the GameStop. Now, of course, this place was no arcade. Luckily enough, the store manager and all the employees already knew me.
All right, y'all, we still got 16 more minutes to hit. Peak shirt, thank you. Type a 1 in the chat if you guys can still hear the story time and hear my voice. Type a 2 in the chat if you can't hear the story time.
Because I was super good at talking with the customer. For all intents and purposes, can't use people's real names. We're gonna call this manager Trey. Trey, I figured to be a really good friend of mine, man. He was one of the coolest freaking employees I have ever met at any
I remember Trey.
Of course, he offers me a job. You know, I put in an application, and you know, business as usual. I'm going there every single day. Well, one night I go in there. It's about 8 o'clock at night, and I've been playing video games all freaking day. A couple of my friends come into the store, and they have their little super soakers. You know, they're squirting us all, choking and laughing, playing around. And around 8:45, they leave out. Now,
That's
5
what's
minutes
up.
later, 2 guys come into the store about 10 minutes before GameStop was about.
All right, you guys. So peep game. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, y'all. So peep game. You know what I mean? For every $5 that gets super chatted, or for every membership, I'm doing the pull up. I don't like pull ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. But this way, it gets us in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like we end up doing the mugs, even though we don't want to do the mugs. You know what I mean? Bruh.
Man, okay, please. I've seen punks, alright? I'm not with this ass and cut your ass bullshit. You know, I'm thinking it's a prank, and I see Trey. His hands.
That's what's up, bro. Every anime character.
And slowly lower down onto his fucking knees. Of course, unbeknownst to me, Trey had been robbed at that particular GameStop about 2 times in the last couple of fucking months. Of course, I'm not putting 2 and 2 together.
Appreciate the compliment, yo. Yo, that's what's up, Joshua Vanilla.
So when I look over at Trey, I see him clasp his hands behind his neck and slowly lower down on his knees. Look, first my mind is, oh my God, this is fucking real. So, all
right, y'all, type of 1 in the chat. If once we reach the super chat milestone of 10 super chats, y'all want me to try to do a 1-arm push-up. I've never done one before. I'll probably fall on my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Every 10 super chats we reach, or every 5 super chats we reach, I'll try a 1-arm push-up. That's awesome, Zorro, that you're gonna make a video, that you're gonna start a stream or make a video doing 10 1-arm push-ups. Yeah. Definitely do that, Zorro. Yo, that's awesome. Hey, Zorro, that's really, really cool that you're about to start a stream up, you know what I'm saying, and do the 10 1-arm push-ups on stream. Yo, I like that you have a positive outlook on life, Zorro. That's good stuff. Yo, Zorro, when are you going to start up your stream or make the YouTube video of you doing the 10 1-arm push-ups?
That's what it felt like, staring down the barrel of that fucking gun and then getting
Don't take too long to respond, Zorro. People will think that you're full of cap.
I saw based on the camera footage that they let us watch after everything was said and done. The robbers are in the front of the store. One guy's got his gun on tray. They still want the money out of the register. And then the other guy, gets
That's what's up.
Xbox, a PS2, a Nintendo GameCube, puts it on the counter, unbeknownst to this guy, about 4 doors down.
All right, you guys, we're 125 push-ups in.
At the laundromat, saw these guys run into the store brandishing their guns. Now, they called the police. The police get there. Unfortunately,
Where else am I live at? I'm live on my other channel. On my gaming channel.
Police officer lacked in numbers. This motherfucker made up for in sheer fucking balls. Because you can see the security fucking camera footage. This son of a bitch walks up to the front of the fucking GameStop. He comes up in the GameStop. Knows the front of the fucking store is all glass. Takes out his fucking gun and taps his goddamn gun against the fucking window. The robbers look at this motherfucker like, what the fuck? They turn, and when they see him, they start. The fucking police officer having way more testicular fortitude than I've ever seen anyone have in this type of fucking real-ass situation, such waving his gun and pointing at his badge. Like, I'm gonna butt fuck you guys with the police. You're fucking up. When the robbers
Yeah, I remember this story,
shit,
bro.
They get fucking panicked. I mean, hell, anyone who has the balls to do that shit when he's outmanned and outgunned.
Bruh, this story time, I'll never forget it, bruh. This story time was wild, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You want me to tell you the history of the gun? Chachi? Yeah, that's a 20 in Super Chat. Super Chat 20, and I'll tell you the history about the gun. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Hey, what's up, Goku? But sword if your opponent is too strong. I mean, you don't want to, I don't think you want to stab somebody, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to go to jail for stabbing people, bruh. You know what I mean? Jail is not what you think it is, bros. It's no bueno. You know what I'm saying? All right, so anyway, peep game. You know what I'm saying? I remember this story time like it was yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? We 150 push-ups in. Hook y'all up with a quick little story time. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was living in Joshua Village Projects. You know what I mean? Joshua Village Projects is right across the street from Walnut Recreational Center, right? If you guys are ever in Joshua Villas, don't go to Joshua Villas. You know what I'm saying? If anyone ever says, if you're an Uber driver and anyone ever says they're going to, that you got to drop them off at Joshua Villas, just know that pretty much where you're going is like that. Joshua Villas Projects out here is as bad as like some of the worst places in Chirac. Like, you don't want to go there, right? So, peep game. While I'm, one day, you know, while I'm chilling at the crib and I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I ain't got no money. I wasn't doing nothing. I was 18 at the, I was 17 at the time. I think I was 16 actually. You know what I mean? That's what's up. $20 in Super Chat, and I'll tell you, Chachi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once you Super Chat 20, Chachi, I'll tell you. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? Now, Joshua Village Projects, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was about 16. I was 16, right? So I'm 16 living in the Joshua Village Projects, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a love-hate relationship with the projects. You know what I'm saying? With Joshua Village Projects, because on one hand, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of danger, it's a lot of crazy stuff that happens, but on the other hand, it's a lot of excitement. You know what I'm saying? Adventure to be had. Oh, the adventures in the projects. Oh, the hoes, man. The hoes. Now, nothing went physical with any of the whores, other than the hoes. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm living in Joshua Village Projects. I ain't really had no money. I wasn't trying to do no crime. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, okay, I'm kind of being facetious. At this point in time, I was half in of crime, half out of crime. I would do home, I would go into people's houses and borrow their stuff when they weren't looking, you know what I'm saying, half the time, and the other half of the time I was looking for a real job. But at the time, I knew that if I could find a real job, something I liked, I would never do crime again. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I put in an application at GameStop because I would always go in there whenever I wasn't working. Oh boy, I would go in there and I would talk to people and help people find games that they loved and could play. You know what I'm saying? And feeling that, if the feeling felt like nostalgia, whenever I was able to connect the customer with the game that they were looking for, but they didn't know the title of the game, you know what I'm saying? Like I would get this butterfly, really good, fuzzy feeling on the inside that would let me know that I was on the right path. Gaming, you know what I'm saying? Video games has just always had a calling to me. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, so anyway, you know what I'm saying? I asked you guys, type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me and we're not lagging and the audio is good. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys can't hear me at all, it's lagging terribly and the audio is bad. And the audio is bad. And the audio is bad. Or I don't know why, but saying that reminds me of this one girl I ran into who was the love of my life. Like I would have married that chick maybe. After 10 years of her treating me the way I like to be treated, I'd have married that chick, man. She was the love of my life, man. Good Lord, man. What? I don't remember her name. Nothing ever went physical. So I forgot her name immediately after we stopped hanging out. What's really funny is ladies will go out of their way to try to keep you from getting the pootie wop. But what ladies don't understand is if nothing go physical, I don't remember not a goddamn thing about the bitch. I definitely don't want to see her again. You know what I'm saying? I don't think women understand that. Women don't know that, do they? Did y'all know did y'all know if y'all hang out with a dude that other ladies usually like, and you act as difficult as possible, and you make sure to go out of your way not to give up the pootie wop, all you do is make yourself forgettable. She's thinking, I'm making myself different. He's gonna chase me now. And all you do is making yourself forgettable as shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you gonna kick it with that one chick you was kicking with Thursday? Who? The girl that wouldn't, I don't think I am. You know, you know what I'm saying? I don't think ladies understand that. I would much rather hang out with Fortnite than hang out with a chick that says no. I don't think women, you know what I'm saying? Females really got to start to really understand that, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Very important. Very important. What's good, gang? What's up, Necro? You know what I'm saying? Love your horror reactions. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Meh. I'd rather sleep. Understandable, Zorro. Much easier, much better to just sleep or watch Amazon Prime or YouTube movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we're... So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? 16 years old, I'm living in the projects. Now, I'm over at GameStop, and for a certain amount of time, that become like my passion was helping people play the video games that they enjoy to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. It was my favorite thing to do at that point in time. So much so that I would go to GameStop even on days where they wouldn't ask me to go. I'd be in there hanging out, just vibing with people, and then they would tell me, yo, so, you know, I got a 10-year-old, you know, he likes violent games. I want to get him a game that is violent, but it doesn't have too much blood in it, you know what I'm saying? To which case I'd be like, yo, get your son Grand Theft Auto Vice City. You know what I'm saying? It's got violence in it, but you can't see a lot of blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I would say something like, oh, get him Soul Calibur, because that's a really good fighting game, a whole lot of action. You know what I'm saying? Or get him Call of Duty, there's no blood in that. But I've just always naturally been really, 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 really good at helping people find games that they enjoy. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. How old am I now? Oh, Chachi. Yeah, that makes sense that you're one of those. I'll be 99 in October, Chachi. You should come to the birthday party, bro. I'll be 99 in October. How old are you, Chachi? Hey, Chachi, how old are you? How old are you, Chachi, Boo Man? Bo Man? You're 41? Damn. Damn. I can only imagine. What are you doing here, Chachi? You're 41. Aren't you supposed to be out there on like a oil rig or something? Or like out there like changing, like you're like a lumberjack at this point? You know? Damn, Chachi. Yo, what do you do, Chachi? If you don't mind my asking. You know what I'm saying? What do you do for fun? Third shift? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. What do you do? Like, I can only imagine what you do for cheddar. Probably a well-paid male stripper. Huh? We gonna edit that out? You know what I'm saying? You work at Disney World? Oh, dude, that's cool. How many burgers can you eat in 12 hours? I mean, at least one. I know I can at least get one out. Okay, so with that being said, that's awesome that you work at Disney World, bros. Yeah, yeah. At least one. You know what I mean? Yes, Miranda, really. How many burgers can you eat in 12 hours, Miranda? I mean, it's like, and? What's up, Khalil? Some of you people. Yo, I swear to God, it's really funny. I've streamed so much that it's like, even though I can only see you guys' names, I'm getting really, really, really good at like being able to visualize a picture of the person that's saying what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, that's why I laugh, because I read a comment and then my brain will come up with a picture of what the person more than likely looks like. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And I started laughing. My brain is too good at what it does. You know what I'm saying? Drab Prong says, what do I look like? Guess, Drab. Guess what you look like. I'll give you 3 guesses. Let's see how long it takes you. When was your last penicillin shot? Says King Kunta. Guess, King Kunta. I like your name, by the way. Reminds me of Kendrick Lamar. Didn't he make a song called King Kunta? Wasn't that Kendrick Lamar? All right, you guys. So, Lu Yang says, you always on live crying and going crazy. Is that the best you could do, Lu Yang? I bet it is. You need to hire new script writers, Lu Yang. You know what I'm saying? Because the people you got, they're not worth the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, I bet your ex-girlfriend really didn't like this side of you, did she, Lu Yang? Probably never had one. You be all right? Script writers. Yeah, hey, that, you know, I mean, look, if you go in and you like, you know, you sit them down and then you like, you give them better direction on what to write, they'll get better over time. But right now, you know, your script writers, they ain't doing good. They're not doing good work. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. You know, I believe in you. So, bro, look, I bet you $5 Liu Yang gonna turn around. Hey, no, like, write harder. Hey, no. Look. Okay, give me something, guys. Give me something. And he's like typing in, trying to figure out it. All right, y'all. So, like I said, at this point in time, I had been teaching people, you know, how to find the games that they like and all that whatnot, right? So, I go into GameStop, and, you know, luckily enough for me, since I've been helping people out and finding their games, they started to, you know what I mean, like the leader of the whole place, you know what I'm saying, the boss of the whole place, his name was Trey. And Trey decides that I should get a job there, that I should work there, because everyone there already likes me. All the employees liked me, you know what I'm saying? All the customers loved me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a really freaking positive environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a freaking great place to learn, to game, and to build a community, weirdly enough, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I was at GameStop, I always felt like I was building, like, the most close-knit community of gamers. Weirdly enough, right? Weirdly enough. But yeah, that's why I enjoy working at GameStop, working for Trey. So I get up in there. One day, while I'm working there, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I never ended up getting a job there. I ended up working there like a couple of years, 5 years down the road. But when I first ended up getting a job at this GameStop, let's see, I ended up, I'm working there, and, well, I'm walking around there. So I'm teaching people on how to get games and whatnot. And, you know, Trey hit me up. He's like, yo, you know, okay, so fill out the application, you know, like write in everything you gotta write. You're always up in here. We're hiring somebody. We're gonna hire you. So I'm like, all right, say less. You feel me? So I go up in there. So I'm in there like 3-4 days a week, helping customers get jobs and helping customers find games, all this good stuff. And one day I'm in there so long that it becomes nighttime. And when it becomes nighttime, you know what I'm saying? It's like 8:45 at this point. I remember the day specifically because it was the day that the brand new Hulk game came out. You know what I'm saying? You guys might not remember this game. Hell, I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? So, brand new Hulk game came out. You know, so I was up in there playing the free Dreamcast console all day, right? I'm in there playing the free Dreamcast console, you know what I'm saying? And out of nowhere, some of my homeboys run in, and they got these little, you know, fake squirt guns, right? These little fake pew-pews. And they're like, yo, you know what I mean? They're running around, they got their mask on and shit. The homie Trey knew who they was, you know, so when he saw him, he's like, oh, bro, you guys play too much. You know, the guy came over, it looked like a real gun. He points it at me, I'm like, bro, you play too much. And he squirts me like on the arm. I'm like, bro, you play too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't play like that. So then they leave out, right? So now, at this point, another 15, 20 minutes go by. Now, I'm still playing the brand new Hulk game that had just came out because the game was highly freaking addictive. You know what I'm saying? So, playing the Hulk game, at this point, it's 8:50. Trey starts closing down. Now, as you guys already know, when they close a GameStop, the first thing they do is they close that big old chain link gate, right? And then they lock that mug so that nobody can get in. Because the front window of the GameStop is like really open. It's really big. Everyone can see out of that mug, right? So we're at 175 push-ups so far. You feel me? All right, so once we reach the super chat milestone of 10 super chats, type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to do 10 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach the super chat milestone of 10 super chats. Type 2 in the chat if you guys want me to instead do a prank call. Prank calls. So, with that being said, I'm at the GameStop, You know what I'm saying? So I'm up in there, I'm playing, you know, Hulk and whatnot. I'm playing the new Hulk game. And it's 8:50 at this point. Trey's closed down the big chain link metal fence already. You know what I'm saying? Now he's going through the register, counting out the money, and he's got me alphabetizing the games for the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because this was him training me on how to close the store. So he used to let me stay inside the store because, you know, and watch him close because he planned on hiring me. So he's showing me what to do, what not to do, you know what I mean? How to make it do what it do. So, with that being said, you know, freaking, you know, it gets to 8:50, it gets to 8:55, right? Chain link fence is closed. He's halfway through counting up the drawer. You know what I'm saying? Now, he hadn't locked the chain link fence because then no one would be able to get in or go out, right? He's just got it closed, mostly, right? So at this point, I'm alphabetizing games still, and, you know, out of nowhere, I hear the door open, and it sounded like, you know, because at the end of a shift, especially at GameStop, customers are always going to come through, you know what I'm saying? Customers are always going to try to get through the door and buy a game like at the last minute and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Figured that's what this was. So I turn around and see who it is. It's like, it was 2 or 3, I believe it was 2, masked gunmen with their, you know, their pew-pews out. I guess that's what you gotta call them nowadays. So, you know what I mean? They got their pew-pews out and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They got their Pooh Shiesty masks on before they were popular. They run up in that mug, you know what I'm saying? They point their gun at me. One of them points their gun at me and the other one points his gun at Trey. I'm thinking this is still a prank. I'm thinking that this is obviously the homies from earlier who had their fake pew pew out or whatever, right? That had their, you know, their fake gun outs or whatever. The ones that, you know, shot water and whatnot. So, you know, now, luckily enough for me, I didn't say no foolish shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing goofy. I ain't say nothing dumb enough to get myself shot. You know what I'm saying? Because what told me that this obviously was not cap, as in a cap gun, these obviously weren't fake guns, was that I look over at Trey, and Trey's got his hands behind his back, behind his neck, and he's slowly kneeling onto the floor. And I'm like, fuck, we're being robbed. Shit. So, now, unfortunately for me, at this point in time, I was in a GameStop in the most dangerous time of the year to be in a GameStop. Type of what time what day of the year do you guys think I was in GameStop? You know what I'm saying? And this is the most dangerous day to be in GameStop. What day do you guys believe that I was in GameStop? Yo, I appreciate the compliment, yo. Yo, that dude is super popular. Thank you. I'll tell you guys what. Cyber Monday. That's not a bad guess. Black Friday. That's not a bad guess. You know what I mean? JB Blake's. Christmas time. Ding, 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 ding. JB, you are a smart person. I was in there around Christmas time, like a week before Christmas. Very, very big mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, Goku. Goku says once we reach 40 in super chats, he'll do 40 one-arm push-ups. Yes, it's pretty much same thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? What time is it? Am I doing the pull-ups? Every 5 in super chat, I do a pull-up. You know what I'm saying? I have not trained pull-ups very often. Hey, what's up, friendly neighborhood? Definitely big brain, Sabo Bobble. All right, so it's 3:30 for friendly neighborhood. It's 2:35 for Goku. 3:35 for Lindsay. Wayne White is 3:35. Humble. Yeah, that's what's up. It's 2:35 for Humble. That's what's up. Jared Stone's 2:35. Brandon, it is. Oh, Brandon, you're in Ohio. Yo, where are you guys from, actually? You know what I'm saying? I actually used to live in Ohio. Ohio is a wild state. Yo, what's up, Matty Ice? You know what I mean? North Carolina. Yeah, I know. New York does have the same time as Ohio. For real, for real. That's what's up, JB, that you're from Maryland. Yo, that's good, Nikato, that you're from Toronto, Canada. I remember you, yo. You got good energy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Paris. My Crash Lambo story, the one where I was kicking it with that influencer before she became an influencer. I've had a lot of women that I've hung out with that, like, after they hung out with me, they ended up becoming like crazy famous. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat if you know a girl on TikTok named Beast Eater. Type of two in the chat if you've never heard of Beast Eater before. You know what I'm saying? I would not I would not be surprised if a good amount of her people know me somehow because I used to like hang out with her a good amount. You know what I'm saying? She's always had a boyfriend. It's always just been purely friendship. So, you know, none of that. That's what's up, friendly neighborhood, that you're from Long Island. What's up, call me? That's what's up. Yo, use my childhood. Hey, that's what's up, him. Yo, thanks for the compliment, Brody. Omaha, Nebraska. That's what's up, Matty Ice. Yeah, yeah. Colorado is where you at. That's what's up, Super Grow. Yeah, yeah. Hey, appreciate the compliment, Midnight. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta go read the rest of the story, Paris. You know what I'm saying? She was a rich white girl, but later on, she became a famous rich white girl. I know, right? That's what's up, Jacob. No lie, I listened to you since middle school. That's what's up, Paris. Yeah, yeah, you got good taste. Hey, W's in the chat to the mod squad. Yo, that's what's up, Nikato. Yo, you got great energy, man. You've always had great energy. I remember you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Ohio family, what's up? What's up? All right, yo, so what was the twos for? You know what I'm saying? Lindsay, what question did I ask for you guys to write ones and twos? Yo, W's to the mod squad, man. You guys are doing awesome work, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, so peep game, right? So, this would end up happening. You know what I'm saying? So, the homie, he comes in, the dudes, they come in with their pushisties, they come in with their pew-pews, they pistols and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They run up in that mug and they, you know what I mean? They draw down on us. You know what I'm saying? One of them draws on me and the other one draws on Trey. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We like, so I'm not knowing what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they pranking, you know what I'm saying? Like, pranks are that bad these days. Even back then, niggas was pranking that stupid. Oh, I'm gonna pull a loaded pistol on you. It's a prank. Ah. Like, good Lord, I don't understand it. So, with that being said, I look over, see Trey clasp his hands behind his neck, and then slowly start like lowering down onto the ground. So I'm like, fuck. So I get down on the ground and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I look over at Trey And, you know, now the guy's got his gun pointed at Trey, and he's forced them to open up the register and get all the games out. So Trey's giving them all the games. He's opened up the register. He gives them all the money. It was like $760. Then Trey goes around. So then the dude tells him, I hear him say, yo, go get all the newest systems right now and give us all the, open up the drawer so that we can pick some games out. At gunpoint. Like, good Lord, don't live in the hood, man. It's not like what the rap music videos say it is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you, Jacob Dancy. You know what I mean? Yo, how much push-ups have you done so far? I'm at 175 or 200. Yeah, I'm at 175. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, yo. Likewise, Nakato. Mad love back, brother. For real. Yo, Blast, I watched you since I was 10. That's what's up. Yeah. This is the GameStop story. Yeah. Yo, that's awesome that you've been waiting for me for so long, Justice. You know what I'm saying? That's cool that you got your bell notifications on. So, peep game, right? So, so homie, you know what I mean? Like, they decide to duct tape my eyes open and duct tape my hands, to each other. So I get duct taped up, and, right as I'm getting duct taped up, and this was the only traumatic part of the situation, into which case this wasn't super traumatic, but it did suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but while they're duct taping me up, the last thing I saw was the empty barrel of the gun, like the hole in the middle of the barrel of the gun, while, the homies got the gun pointed directly in between my eyes while they're duct taping me up. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing I see, last thing that just burns into my retinas is the picture of the barrel of the gun being pointed at me, right? So I'm in duct tape, man. They got me on the ground. And the reason why it was traumatic was because I thought, like, I'm waiting for them to shoot me. I'm like, yo, like, just shoot me, get it over with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wait and hear all this shit, wait for 20, 30, 45 minutes and then get shot. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, they got me duct taped up. They got my hands duct taped behind my back. My eyes are duct taped up. My feet are duct taped together. And they put me in the back storage room of the GameStop where they put all their refurbished game systems at and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, as I'm back there, you know what I'm saying, they put the other employee who was back there. He was like a small Arabian dude. Now, they stole my watch. You know what I'm saying? They took my watch. I had like a super duper fake watch. You know what I'm saying? It was like $5. I paid like $5 for it. They stole that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't this a motherfucker? Like, you gonna steal a fake watch? You know what I'm saying? Ruthless. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, so I'm back there, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my demise. I'm waiting for them to shoot your boy. And then, out of nowhere, I hear a whole bunch of people running, like just making a mad dash towards the other back door. I hear them start yelling at Trey, yo, open up the back door right now or I'm gonna shoot you. And Trey's like, yo, the back door is already unlocked, but if you open it up, sound alarms are gonna go off, right? So they're like, yo, we don't care, open it up. So Trey opens it up, they run out the back door, and they jump over the wall into Cheyenne Point, which was the projects right next to Walnut Recreational Center. They hopped that wall. Bro, I remember it like it was yesterday. Helicopters came out, right? We could hear the helicopters overhead shining down the lights looking for the dudes. And I had never been in a situation where I saw the people that the lights are looking for. So the lights are clearly looking for these people, right? With that being said, you know what I mean? Freaking, not only that, but after they ran out the back, you know what I mean? Like, I heard them open up the back door. I heard the alarm go off. And when the door shut, I heard what Trey was saying. So I knew that, they were all gone or whatever, right? So, I chewed through my duct tape and I grabbed the duct tape off my eyes unwrap my feet, unwrap my leg with the duct tape and whatnot, and run into the main. We run after. Then I help all the other people with their duct tape and shit. It was only like one, maybe two other people. You know what I'm saying? Get them out their duct tape, right? Still covered in the duct tape because we ripped it off. Time was of the essence. We run out into the main room, into the main floor of GameStop, the main room. Tell me why SWAT done come up in there, and right as we're running out of the room, SWAT's running in, and they point their shotguns at us, and they're like, "Get down on the ground!" And I'm like, "Yo, we're the hostages." Like, yo, they're like, "Get down on the motherfucking ground. We will shoot." Well, all right then. So for the second time, we're face down on the ground again, hands behind my back. This time it was cuffs. You know what I'm saying? So after they talked to Trey for about 30, 45 minutes, god damn, they finally realized that I didn't have anything to do with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So they take me out of cuffs, and by the time I get out of cuffs, the police, they still have me on the hood of their car, right? I was like, wait, what? Like, hold on. I was like, wait, what? Like, hold on. No, what do you mean I did it? And she's like, well, what were you doing here? And I was like, yo, Trey was training me. I put in an application. You guys have my social security number. Like, I put in an application to work at this location. I'm not here to rob shit, man. I'm trying to get out of robbing shit, bitch. Well, I look like robbing the place where I want to work at before I get the job. And she's like, I don't care what anyone says, you did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck, lady? So, you know what I mean? So then Trey comes over. Trey sees her, pressuring me, comes over and is like, yo, we're going to say her name was Brenda. Yo, Brenda, this is Maurice. He has nothing to do with this. He's put in applications. He's been here nearly every day helping customers. It's not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the one doing this, okay? It's not him. And the lady's arguing with Trey. I don't care what you say. No, F that. Damn that. It's him. It's him. I know it's him. And Trey's just like, yo, it's not him. Like, come on. So then, the lady, I guess she finally agrees not to tell everyone that I'm the one who did it. She's planning on pressing charges on me, I guess, but I don't care. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So she was, she comes over, after Trey convinces her not to lie to the police and say that I did it. She comes over, I don't care what they said. You did it. Okay? And if I see you in any more of my GameStops, then I'm gonna have you arrested because you're there and you're banned from all GameStops forever. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't do it, but I guess, she was going through something. Whatever trauma, whatever she was going through at the time was way worse than me getting 2 guns pointed at my face that night and then being duct taped up one time and then face down, hands handcuffed behind my back. What she was going through was probably way worse, She probably, Netflix probably wasn't working for her or something, signal interruption, something. Who knows? They might not have. They might have discontinued her favorite season of Power. You never know. So with that being said, I'm you know what I mean? I get up out of my cuffs. You know what I'm saying? I go talk to Trey, and everything's cool, right? Me and Trey, we talk for a couple minutes. Everything's cool, right? So this is why they say snitches get stitches, and this is also why they say you should mind your own business in the hood. Mind your own business everywhere, people. Never mind other people's business. It's terrible. It'll go bad. So, anyway, what happened was this, right? Peep game. So, the next day, I'm at Walnut Recreational Center, which is obviously next door to Cheyenne Point, which is right across the wall from the GameStop that I got robbed in a couple of nights prior, right? So, I'm inside of the Oh, that's understandable. That's what's up. Hey, what's up, Nene? Yeah, the comments are kind of weird. Poor guys. A lot of people need hugs. All right, Mod Squad, make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to the Mod Squad, man. Yeah. Yeah, you just got in, Hall of Rob. Yeah, you guys don't deserve to deal with these type of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. Yep, this is the GameStop robbery story, El Nini. What's up, El Nini? Yep. Understandable. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the compliment, yo. Understandable. So, yo, peep game, right? So, I'm in the Walnut Recreational Center, like the next day, right? Which is right next to Cheyenne Point Projects, which is right over the wall from the GameStop that I'd gotten robbed in the night before, right? And with that being said, I'm in this place. This is not the place to like talk loose about the situation, right? But I wasn't knowing that. I was still 16. I'm not understanding that, you know what I mean? Like, understandable, Lindsay. So Lindsay says, could you imagine being early afternoon on a Wednesday and hating on another man for being more charismatic than you? Couldn't be me. Understandable, Lindsay. You know what I'm saying? What's really funny is this is literally explained in books. You know what I'm saying? Dudes get mad at dudes that they, you know, like, yeah, it's weird. I'm not gonna define it because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna define it. If we reach the super chat milestone, I'll define it, which is 10 super chats of any amount. I'll tell you guys exactly what it is. But I don't really like sharing, you know, book knowledge on streams because it just makes the sad dudes, not the sad, they're not sad. They're the thirsty dudes, there it is. It just makes the thirsty dudes even madder. Yeah, I'm saying there's no point in beating them with knowledge. That's why I just share the stories. Zorro says, someone prevented me from putting in chat. I'd beat you in a sword fight, you know? We're not gonna laugh, okay? Because if I laughed, that comment deserves the type of laughter that would make tears happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna laugh that hard. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Okay, I'm not gonna do that laugh. Laughing at that comment would make me laugh too hard. I gotta, you know what I mean? W's in the chat, yo. Appreciate you, Mod Squad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, love. Yo, y'all better not mess with the Mod Squad, bro. I don't know, man. Y'all think it's me? Bruh. And I'm not even gonna say which mods are up in here, but appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you a whole bunch. You know what I mean? My members of the Mod Squad, don't let it be known. Don't. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing in the backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, people are getting sniped in the comment section, bro, and it's better off they think it's me. It's not. Bruh, for real. I know the story was getting interesting. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat to the Mod Squad, man. You guys are doing the Lord's work. Yo, that's what's up that you followed me since you were 10 and you're 21 now. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Yo, that is sad, J-Dog, that you would consider yourself as a poop person. Yo, hey, J-Dog, how did you even give yourself that title? That is wild. Yo, there's a dude named J-Dog in the comment section who says he smears poop on himself for fun. Like, you guys know that what's that one show called? My Weird Obsession or something like that, where like the guy was like, the chick was eating styrofoam couch. Yo, J-Dog literally just admitted to loving to smear poop on himself. Like, how did you get that fetish, J-Poop? J-Dog, my bad, J Pizzle. If you gonna be J Poop, I'm gonna call you J Pizzle. Hey, J Pizzle. P is in Pizzle. Bro, look, we got poop people in the chat. Yo, I've never had that before. Where did my crazy addiction? Yeah, how did we get a poop people? J-Dog, how long you been a poop people? That's what got you into poop rubbing? He literally says, yo, I smear fecal matter on myself. Go look up. It's wild. Young Poop. Yeah, that'd be his rap name. Hey, J-Dog, you Young Poop now. You got it. Your rap name is Young Poop. Bro, the internet is undefeated, man. You can't beat the internet, bro. You just can't. Yeah, that fool nasty. J-Dog Poop. AJ Poop. I mean J-Dog. When you shout outs to Young Poop. Shout out to Young Poop. Hey J-Dog, drop some brown streaked bars on us. He literally said it. Go up in the comments. He's in the poop stuff. He literally said in the comments, I enjoy rubbing poop on my skin. And then he said next, I'm a poop person. And I'm like, word? I be wondering, like, is he like the Kai Cenat to I Show Speed? Or is he the I Show Speed to Kai Cenat? You know what I'm saying? Like with that one dude, y'all know the piss master? So is he, you know what I'm saying? So if he's the poop person, does that mean that he's like a close relative of the piss master? J-Dog, where you go? Don't run. J-Dog, come back. J-Dog, come back. No, don't. J-Dog. He says he likes to smear poop on himself and then go walk and then take walks. J-Dog is loose with it. J-Dog is loose. J-Dog is super loose. Starboy. Yeah, call him P Nasty. He P Nasty. Hey, J-Dog, we coming up with rap names for you. Hey, guys, what's a good rap name for J-Dog since we know he's a poop person? What's a good rap name for him? I'm going to start it off. Hold on now. MC Skid Marks? No, damn it, that's not. No, we can do better. An entire pound of brown. No? Yeah, that's bad. Poop shiesty. God damn it, why y'all funnier than me today? Y'all are good. Yo, I see you, P. Yo, you guys are good. This nigga said poop shiesty. Yo. Yo. My nigga said 2-ply. Yeah, I'm here with the young legend, 2-ply. You know what I'm saying? It's the rapper homie, you know what I'm saying? Like 2-ply out, nigga. Yo, poop dog. Yo, you guys are good. You guys are fucking good. Little Dump, yo. Why are you guys so funny today? You guys are more comedic than I am this time. Browntown, God, shit. You guys are good. Yo. NLE Pooper. NLE Copper. Huh? Copper Squad? That's a good one. No, you just got here. Hey, what's up, Hardstyle? What's up, Brody? Instead of P. Diddy, he could be P. Doo-Doo. Yo, that's a good one. You guys are funny, man. Scat Boy. Scat King. You know what I mean? P. Nasty. I like P. Nasty. I like 2-ply. 2-ply is just, it's just fucking good, man. My nigga said 2-ply. Somebody else said poop shiesty, nigga. Diabolical. Hey, J-Dog, come back. Your fan base is waiting for you, bro. Come back. J-Dog, where'd you go? Don't run. J-Dog ran. Poor thing. Baby, please don't go. If I wake up tomorrow. Nigga. Yeah. 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 Let's see. I'll tell you what, Cowboy Dude from Yellowstone. You super chat $10 and I'll stop cursing. You know what I mean? Super chat 10 and I'll stop cursing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know you. We don't even know you like that. We don't know you. 2 stains, yo! Yeah, he's literally the scat man, Wild and Willie. You know what I'm saying? That is hilarious. Nah, I'm cool. That'd be a 5 in super chat. That'd be a 20 in super chat if you want me to shout that out. Yeah, I don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you can't handle the heat, then get out the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, Weenie Hut Juniors is that way, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. I appreciate the compliment. That dude is like one of the hardest hitting heavyweights of all time. Appreciate you. All right, so I'm inside of I'm in the Walnut Recreational Center, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in there lifting weights and I'm chilling with the homies, talking with people and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And while I'm talking with people, tell me why I find out why you should never talk out loud about crime and stuff you see happens. So I'm talking about how I was in the robbery and how I'd gotten robbed the night before at the GameStop and how crazy it was and all of this stuff. And while I'm talking about that, I noticed it gets really quiet. But I'm not thinking too much of it. I'm thinking, oh, okay, you know, it got real quiet, but that's not a big deal. I tell about 2 more minutes of the story, and I look at my homie looks at me like, shh, yo. So then I look up, And I noticed everyone at the gym has stopped talking. They're all looking at me, right? And I noticed then, I realized that since the guy hopped the wall from the GameStop into Cheyenne Point and got away, and the recreational center is right next door to Cheyenne Point, that he more than likely knows a good amount of people that go here. Since he knows so many people that go here, this is a terrible, terrible idea to be talking this loud about that situation. You know what I'm saying? He knows the people, like the guy who robbed that place is obviously someone that frequents the place often. So it was a very big mistake, you know what I'm saying? Like even doing that type of situation. It was not a good place to talk about that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Wild and Willie. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Wild and Willie, what do you mean? You said you can't deny. I can only imagine what you can't deny. Yo, watching from Philippines. That's what's up, Kenneth. Yeah, that would be a super chat request. Spitting bullets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, that's a meetup request. You know what I'm saying? That is not cheap. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that day I learned not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Never go to a place that's close to the place that got robbed. And then, you know what I mean? Like, Yeah. Mackie Rav. Yeah, I'm good, bros. What's my milestone? The milestone is 50 in Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 50 in Super Chat, I'm gonna do 15 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Appreciate you, Harold. Appreciate the compliment, bros. Understandable. All right, so peep game. Right? So, back in the day, man, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was dating this chick. Her name was Ressa. You know what I'm saying? And I've got a lot of crappy stories about Ressa. So, and that's not her real name, so, you know, feel free to talk smack about Ressa. So, Ressa, she was by far my worst girlfriend ever, bro. But, you know, even though she was the worst girl I ever dated, she taught me a lot. She taught me a whole lot about female nature and dating and, I mean, what and who females really are and all this type of stuff, right? Not bad. Not a bad thing. It was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Women are awesome, great creatures. Just don't fall for their shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can be with a woman without falling in love with her and falling for her goofy shit, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, you're better off playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? If not, you are better off just playing video games. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, while I was dating this girl, Ressa, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl, she, like, I made the mistake of living with her. And after I started living with her, I noticed all sex stopped, right? So type of one in the chat if you've ever lived with a woman that you were smashing, and then for some reason, all of the smashing stopped. Type of two in the chat if you've ever lived with a woman or moved into a woman's house, and then the smashing didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine a lot of you guys probably don't live with women, which is honestly really smart. You know what I mean? The audio is messing up. All right, if the audio is messing up, then yeah, my bad. Yeah, if the audio is really, really bad, then I'll just, I'll restart it. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Type of one in the chat if the audio is really bad still. Type of two in the chat if the audio is not bad. All right, you guys, I'm gonna restart the live and see if that fixes it. Oh, we're gonna do some more FNAF in real time today. Okay, so type of one in the chat. It's good here. Oh, so the audio is good over here. That's good. It's real good. All right, y'all. I will be back on restart.